serious stage fright everywhere else, so I couldn't really vlog because people were looking at me. But I'm on the train. So I've gone from Limerick to Dublin on the train, Dublin to Birmingham, and you have to get this little tram thing in Birmingham, losing my mind, Birmingham Airport, get a bus from there to this place called Rugby, not outside Coventry, I don't know where I am, and now I'm on a train to London, and I'm actually on this train earlier than I thought I would be. I thought this train was going to go at 4:30, which would get me in for 5:30, doors open at 5:30. But this train is going at 15:15, so I'm hoping that means I'm going to be in for like 5:15 maybe. I think it's about an hour, which is perfect because then I can walk to my hotel, which is about 9-10 minutes away, drop my stuff, maybe straighten my hair quickly, put on a new outfit, and then head to the venue, which, like I said, doors open at 5:30, but I think it doesn't start till 7. But from the videos from yesterday, it looks like there's really cool bits. There's like cocktails, which I'm like, why not? It's nice and sunny. It is roasting here. I am wearing well, it's draped all over me now because it's roasting, but I'm wearing our new Second Nature set, and I can safely say it's been trialled and tested as an airport outfit, and it does the job perfectly. There's no jackets hanging off me, like I was just the perfect temperature. You go through security without any fuss. You're just like, you're wearing one outfit, there's no jackets, there's no anything. So comfortable, and I feel put together, so that is the aim of it. So that's good. That ticks all the boxes for me. I knew it was going a bit too well because I got on the slower version of the train, even though I got on earlier. I think I've like gotten on the slower one, I don't really know, but anyway, I thought I was going to arrive in at 5:15, which would have given me time to go to my hotel, drop my bags, but he just announced it's not arriving until 6:01. So it's not arriving until 6, which means I kind of need to go straight to the event. So I'm going to need to bring my bag, which isn't that big, it's a big handbag basically. So I think I'm just going to go straight to the event, which means I now need to like get myself ready. I don't think I can do much else with my hair. My hair is my hair now. It's going to be straight and it's just going to be down, and that's the way it's going to be. And I need to change my outfit, which I can do in the bathroom here, so that's not too bad. The train, to be fair, is actually like really spacious and really clean and quiet and fine. So it's not all bad. That is the first delay in the journey. So if that's the only delay, I think we're all good. Because we're so close to the event now, we're literally on the last hurdle, so almost there. And I brought a kindling knit for Rochelle, which I'm hoping I can give to her, because, and it's not just a gifting thing, but I just think it would suit her. I brought the brown one. I think like her vibe is 30 degrees in London is not it for this cardigan, but I think her vibe, and I think it would just suit her like so well, and I think it's just a perfect opportunity because tonight is actually called Launchpad, part of her like live shows. So it's basically like for like female founders who have launched a business or are thinking of launching or nearly launched, or you know. So I would love to share what I did launch with her, and obviously my bag was small because Ryanair, so I couldn't bring everything, so I literally had to pick something, and I think that brown kindling knit would be perfect for her in the autumn and like London and busy meetings, and you know, like what it was made for, to make yourself feel like, you know, put together on those days when you have something that you want to feel a little bit more for. So I'm hoping I can gift it to her. I think there was a little bit of a meet and greet, but I don't know, is that like before the show starts, so I might technically want to miss that if I'm late. But I'm really hoping I can get to meet her and give it to her, and like explain what Rogue Clover is, and not just give it to her, because I feel like when you're sharing your pieces, yeah, it's great for them to love it and share it, but like I would love for them to understand my why. Like every piece that I've created has a meaning behind it and a reason behind it, and like a purpose that I wanted it to serve in your wardrobe. So I would love to be able to explain that to her when I give it to her, even though look, she'll probably meet so many people, she probably won't even remember me or it, or she may actually physically take it off me, but it may not even go home with her. So I don't know, obviously that's the risk you take when you gift pieces, but I think this one is just one that I wanted to gift personally because I think it would be perfect for her when London isn't 30 degrees. So I'll also keep you up to date on that. I'm trying to think, whenever I'm in a chatty mood, I'm like, what else is going on? Our launch is coming up soon. I'm just kind of waiting on accurate shipping dates before I give a launch date. Is really the only reason why I keep saying it's coming soon, because I don't want to promise a date and something gets delayed, which it can do often. And then obviously we have a fulfillment warehouse situation now, so I want to make sure that that's all set up and good to go before I promise any dates. Make sure you get them as soon as you order them. But I did release an early access link, which has gone really well, so that is my first time doing that, so I hope on the day I can pull that off and send you all an early access link, because this whole thing is obviously just a learning curve process for me. So I am very much open to criticism, is that the word? Yeah. Because every time I launch something I want to improve something, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm really excited for that. Like, these sets, I call them second nature sets, I think I said that already, and it's literally what I wanted to do what it says in the tin. Basically, I want you to pick them out without even thinking about it, like a second nature to you, and put them on for your everyday to feel put together, elevated, all of that, which I do all the time. And someone actually complimented me on mine yesterday, so I was buzzing with that. But can't wait for you all to have it then. We're now working on Christmas, which is a bit crazy, but I feel like I'm actually behind on where I should be, and I'm working on Christmas and I'm like, what the hell. But anyways, oh, we have some exciting team news, which, will I share this? Yeah, maybe. So now that I'm on this train for another hour, I might as well chat. We have some team news. We have had, well, I have had two lovely girls. One you will recognise from being on here before. I think she will probably put it up on TikTok herself, so maybe I'll just leave her say it. But there's two lovely girls now helping me with my socials on TikTok, just for now, because I love the Instagram side of it, and I think I'd struggle to let it go. I like being able to interact with stories, reply to messages, like see how the feed looks, and I feel like I would, like, the reason why I started this whole run was to make women feel better in their everyday, but also to like scratch a creative itch that I had, that I really wanted to be creative again, and you know, so I feel like if I let go of my Instagram, I'd be letting go of that little piece of creativity I still have amongst all the admin that comes with a small business, because you kind of get swallowed in the admin, which can be a little depressing, to be honest, when you want to just, like, you know, do all the fun parts of it. So, but days like today are fun, and I'm calling days like today work, because I'm like, it is work. I am doing work, but it is fun and I love it, and that what and things like this also clarify to me that I'm doing the right thing by trying to build this brand, because it's something I genuinely am passionate about.
Culture that we see everything after the fact. We see it once it's launched, we see it once it's a $1 billion company, and then we go, we should talk about it now. Thank you, my ladies, look at them. These are the ladies of the future, I might add.
Good morning. My eyes are so puffy. I was so tired last night. I got in really late, and I wanted to do like a little debrief, but I was too late getting in. But I'm going to go get a blank street, and then I will fill you in. Street up here that I saw last night when I was going to my hotel, and then I'm going to go straight to the airport. Not on that chat now. I need to get to London Gatwick. Oh my god, my eyes are like so swollen. This angle definitely is not the best. This is not the best angle because I'm barely in the screen, but I'm working with what I have. I was just looking back at the footage I recorded in London, and I thought I'd give you a debrief on the Ladies Who Launch event, and we also have a launch date that we announced, and we also have something else that I really want to show you. That if you follow me on Instagram or Rogue Clover on Instagram, you will have seen this, but one second, bear with me. Are you ready for it? That is Rogue Clover on Image magazine, image.ie. Now, I did get too excited and I did think it might be in like the summer edition, but it's not. I thought it might be in the actual magazine, so I bought the magazine because I was like, that's cool, we're pinning that on the board. I have this like little board that I'm looking at now, but I might show you in a minute, and it has like little pictures from our first shoot as like the ladies who launch, some of our thank you cards, some of the original tags. We've actually changed our tags now as well because the whole process is like a learning curve, but when I first got the tags printed for Rogue Clover on the back of the items, I've noticed that they start to fade, and if you have a piece you'll probably see that they've faded, which is really annoying. So we've actually got a new tag, which I shall show you. So they're still pretty plain, but where's the camera? There. But these are, there you go. These are our new tags, and they're embroidered so they won't fade. And we also have new hang tags. These were the old ones, which I did love, but I would rather this Clover thing to match the one that's like on our profile, like on our Instagram there, and it doesn't really align with that, and I'd like it to be a little bit more faded, and the colours aren't really aligning with, like, originally my colour schemes were kind of like browns and like dark greens, and I think we've kind of moved on to more of a brown mood board, like a more of a cozy vibe. So we've kind of just gone back to plain. It's still this really nice paper. It's like scratchy paper, and the Rogue Clover is just brown now with that. You can probably see it there. The paper has little flecks going through it, which I think make it kind of cute and cozy. But that was a side note. What was I saying? Oh, the board. Yeah, so we have things like from the Maybe event as well, the Maybe Village, random stuff like that I'm just gonna pin on there as the journey goes along. But what I was saying is that I was hoping it was going to be in the physical copy as well, because I take out the page and put it on my board, but it isn't, which is fine because we can just set a new goal that next time it will be. But what am I trying to catch you up on? So launch date is the 28th of June 26. It was meant to be earlier, so like the 6th 26 is what I kind of was thinking, because that's kind of cool, just literally because that date is kind of cool. And I think it landed on a Sunday, and I'm a big fan of a launch day on a Sunday. Like midweek I'll forget, I'm busy, I'm doing stuff. Saturday a bit hectic, Friday night, maybe Friday night would be good, so a Friday night or a Sunday morning would be my preferences if I was shopping. So that's kind of what I'm sticking with, and I did a kind of a poll on Instagram months ago for my first collection, and that was the feedback from that as well, so I think we're kind of just sticking with that. But we were originally meant to launch the grey sets only, the grey ribbed set. You've seen it on my Instagram. There's the grey, but then a lot of people from the shoot day saw the black, just because like I just don't like keeping secrets. If I have a picture or something, I'm just like, let's just show it. And a lot of people like the black, and I was like, all right, let's do the grey and the black then, like let's just do both. So I kind of pushed ahead for that, and that obviously delayed us slightly. And yes, I am in the same boat as I was for this first launch, which is one thing I said that I would not do to myself. I have a launch date and I don't have my stock, and you're going to see this after launch date, because I'm going to upload it maybe like the end of June. So I'm stressed. Like, I've given myself a week and a half of like a buffer, but I'm stressed. I'm annoyed. I'm stressed. I'm annoyed I did that to myself, but I was over and back with samples for so long at the start of the year, and nothing was sticking with me. Like nothing was fitting right, like nothing was, like the quality wasn't good enough. Like I would have something, wash it like 4 or 5 times, and then it would like maybe bobble or something, and I'm like, well then it's a no. So it took me so long to approve my samples that it was kind of dragging, and I was like, right, well then we need to get into bulk now that I've approved them. So we did that, and then we decided to add the black. That added time, but look, we're here now. They should arrive like tomorrow, like they're due today tomorrow. Well, they're due today tomorrow according to the sender's tracking, if that makes sense, but the UPS tracking I have hasn't updated yet. So, and then I rang UPS and they basically told me to just chill out. And then no, well, they were like, the tracking is the tracking, like if it's not there, it's not there. And then the sender, who's like my manufacturer, who works with my manufacturer, is like, you need to calm down, it's going to be fine. And I'm like, easier said than done when I have 247 people on a waiting list. Crazy, but really, really crazy. And like obviously I sign up for waiting lists sometimes when it comes to it, like it just depends on whether I actually go for it or not, and that doesn't mean that all those people are going to buy it, but it just it makes me happy that many people like the look of it and stuff like that. I speed this up so that this talking stuff doesn't take up the whole vlog, but so hopefully our packages will arrive maybe tomorrow. If they do, I will vlog all of that. Our packages arriving, they're going to arrive here first. They were meant to go straight to the warehouse, but there's just been a bit of a mix up. So they're going to come here first and then they're going to go to the warehouse. So I'm going to open them, have a look at them, which actually makes me happier because it means I can open them and like quality check them myself, double check them, even though I know they've been checked and I know they're fine, but I'd like to just check them again and then send them to the warehouse and then get ready for launch. Like the warehouse are ready for launch. I'm ready for launch. I think I've done like my Shopify bets. I'm like, if I can just get this early access email out to these early subscribers, I'll be pretty pleased, because that is my biggest, no, that's my second biggest worry. Getting the stock here is my biggest worry. But anyways, back to the ladies who launch, because I wasn't really sure whether that's something that I should tie into like a Rogue Clover YouTube, but at the same time I feel like it's all part of the journey when it's a founder-led business. Like the things that I do as a founder to either upscale or connect or network are probably relevant to the brand, and like the people I want to associate my brand with are the people that I go essentially meet and whatever. So I went to London on my own, as you would have seen at the start of this. I went to the Ladies Who Launch event, which is hosted by Rochelle, which was a really like incredible night. There were so many incredible people there. The first speaker was a girl called Olivia Furdy, I think her name is. She and her husband both founded, you know, those cans of Trip. So they're like drinks infused with like CBD and stuff like that, that have been like majorly successful. So she was like, she gave some really good insights and some like real stories and some like, it was like relatable because I just felt like her journey was quite real. Another lady called Vivian Wong who founded Little Moons, which actually crazy about Little Moons. Like you think Little Moons are the little balls of mochi that are so good. They're like an ice cream, I think, but they're really difficult to make. And she obviously realised that at the start that like mochi was really like difficult to make. So I think she came up with the recipe with her dad and all this kind of stuff. But like I've only known Little Moons in the last like 5 years, and I'm like, oh, it took off. It was such a trend. Like the business probably blew up from there. But Little Moons is 16 years old. I think she said 16 years old. So like for the first 10 years, she's just trying to grow. And like she doesn't get that like viral moment for like 10 years, which is just crazy. But so yeah, it was a really good, really insightful night. They give you like an interval part where you get time to mingle with the people around you. There was a lot of people on their own, so if you are watching this thinking of going to something like that on your own, going on your own is no problem, like literally no problem at all. I would actually recommend going on your own because it forces you to talk to other people. So I met some lovely people who had ideas and were thinking of launching, or who had launched, or were like 5 years in, or like, you know, like a good mix of people. I think my only feedback would be that it was on at, doors open at like, what did I say, 5:30 or something like that. So I got there maybe like 6:30, 7. I think the show started around 8 maybe, but it definitely went on to like 11. I'm going to say 11, maybe around 11 o'clock, which is great because it was quite long and there was loads of speakers and it was really good and really informative. But I just found at that time of night I'm tired, like, and I know I traveled all day, but I'm tired and I want to be able to take in what these people are saying. Like there's a lot of people taking notes, there's a lot of people like sharing feedback, but I was just so tired at that time that I was like, if I'm asked a question here, like I couldn't think of anything to string together for a question because I'm actually so tired. Whereas I would have loved to gone to London the night before and then woke up in the morning fresh, had breakfast and then gone to an event like that. I feel like I'd be more awake. So I think in the future I would rather events that are like early, because late night, like I had a glass of wine, but I had a glass of wine as well, which probably didn't help because that just made me literally fall asleep altogether. And there was one part of it where you do a kind of a type of meditation thing, and oh my god, I was like, if I actually have to stay doing this for another 2 minutes, I'm going to fall asleep, which really annoyed me because I'd obviously paid for my ticket. I had like spent a lot of money traveling there, hotel, everything else, and I wanted to make the most out of it that I could. And I just felt because of the time at night I was just so tired, but really enjoyed it. I think I would go again, but it would depend on like what it's focusing on, you know, like if it was something that focused on something that took my interest, then definitely. I think it would depend on the speakers. Basically I'd like to know the speakers up front and be like, right, okay, like what can I take from someone like this and this, like are we aligned in like the fields that we're in, or like, you know, can I get something from the conversations basically. But that was really good. I really enjoyed it. I think that is all the updates I have for now. I feel like I'm rambling now for ages again. I'm going to try to bloody edit this down. But at least his YouTube hopefully will be a bit longer. I have this hoodie all stained. This is an old sample hoodie. Where am I at with samples? It's just honestly you're chasing your tail because I'm like, all the start, like the early part of the year, I was like, oh, I need samples, I need to approve them. And then I finally got like those rib sets and I loved them, like, and I wore them to death and I washed them to death and I was like, perfect. And then we approved the bulk and I'm like, okay, now I need to move on. Christmas, like, come on, like I need to get to Christmas. And like my biggest issue at the minute is I'm too late to do ocean shipments, so I need to constantly do air shipments, and like the price of air shipments compared to ocean, crazy. But like I don't have enough funding to be 5 collections ahead of where we are. Like I'm collection by collection, which I didn't actually ever want to be a collection by collection brand. I wanted to just grow and evolve into like what our customer wanted rather than collection, because let's face it, in Ireland there isn't really seasons. Like, you know, it's all kind of blending. You could have one warm day and then the next day it's like 5 degrees again, so you're back with the hoodies, you know. So I kind of wanted to just evolve as our customer evolves, so I didn't want to just limit it to collection drops, but you kind of do need to plan it that way a little bit. And yeah, so I basically got these approved and I'm working on new samples for Christmas time. I have nothing approved yet, which is sad. I wish I did, but I'm working on something that I'm actually on my 5th sample, and I gave up after my 4th sample. I got 4 samples of it and I was like, I can't do this anymore, it's clearly not working. And then I was chatting to one of the girls and I was like, oh, like I really want this to work, but I don't know if I can keep sampling the same thing, because every time I get it back there's just something not there, there's something missing. But I decided I'm going to try again. I'm going to try it in a different colour. I'm going to try and match it with something, make it a little bit better, and maybe bring that out for Christmas. But I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned. This is an old sample of our tracksuit, which I actually really like. It's like a grey, and it also has like a double waistband thing there. But I just didn't approve it. I don't know. It didn't work for me in my head. But a lot of people are saying that they really like it, but I'll see. It's expensive, like it's obviously expensive to create a collection, and I'm not just saying it, but the materials and the qualities we use are like, they're really high quality, so like they're actually a little bit more expensive than it would be typically to just pull out a tracksuit. But and obviously when you're a startup you have like smaller quantities, so that costs you more as well. Anyways, I'm babbling on, I'm ranting. I could literally talk to my phone for hours, which is probably a little bit sad, but maybe I'm just venting everything that's in my head. But I'm going to leave it here, try edit it, and hopefully our stuff arrives tomorrow. I will vlog that, and I'll show you some pieces of it, show you the whole like getting ready for launch. I have some Shopify admin things to set up. I'm thinking of sending out some like PR parcels maybe, but if it is, that's going to be a scramble to try design them and come up with some sort of vision for them in a week, less than a week. We are 12 days out from launch. I'll keep you tuned, and hopefully this will actually be a decent YouTube, I'm hoping, and not just me rambling. But I will see you soon. I literally just stopped the video, like I just turned it off, and I was like, I'll just check my UPS one more time. Like, you have no idea how many times a day I check my bloody UPS to see like, can I get a tracking update on it. And it's updated, and it's going to be here by the end of the day on the 18th, which is Thursday, which is just amazing because it's like come a week early. And I actually probably could launch it like this Sunday, then I probably could like surprise everyone and launch it on the 21st. But I feel like for me, like 28th is monthly like payday, and I feel like that would just be nicer, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's going to be here on the 18th. Okay, I'm so happy. I'm going to go now because it's not the 18th, it's only the 15th, so we have three more days. But that means I can prep so much better and so much easier, and I can actually sleep at night. But I will catch you on the 18th when it's here, and I'll show you the stock arriving. This is how I keep myself sane. I have something to show you.
Don't.
They're finally here. It feels quite strange because I was waiting for them to come for so long, so that was what I was building the hype to, and then they arrived and I just put them in here temporarily because I've been moved again on Monday to go to the fulfillment centre. But now that they're here, I'm like, what do I do with them? Like, I was so excited to have them, and now I'm like, okay, now I have them. But I'm tempted to go through them all to quality check them all, but they've already been quality checked at our manufacturer. Like, they've been checked, they'll be checked again at the warehouse, so I feel like me ripping them open now is pointless really, and it's probably just a disadvantage to the people who have to unpack it at our fulfillment centre, because I won't have them packed as neatly. But yeah, let me see what I can show you. Obviously isn't like our storeroom or anything, these are just sitting here temporarily until Monday. But they all come nicely packed in these bags. I was going to try to replace these bags for something a little bit different, but to be honest, they do the job perfectly. You just want them to cover it, and then they obviously go into the packaging before they're sent. So I kind of went off that. Our tags are new actually. Let me open up our new tags as well that I showed you I think already. There's obviously quite a few boxes here. I'm going to take some of them out for my friends and things that might want them. Boxes here to be fair. I'm going to see which ones. Oh yeah, these are the grey, because these last two boxes were the black. So these are our grey striped set, which I love. I will literally wear this all the time. All the time. I think I'll do a few spot checks just to make sure everything looks okay, and then go to, that door is going to slam. They're going to the fulfillment centre on Monday, and then we're launching Sunday week. It's so weird because I waited so long for them to be here that now that they're here I don't want to sell them. We spent so long getting them manufactured and getting them sent and everything else, and then when you actually have them you have to like sell them and give them away again. But yeah, that's the updates for today. It's launch day for our second nature set, and it is currently 9:20. Our early access goes live at 10. I've never done early access before, so I hope I can do it. Our Wi-Fi has been acting up all week and we've had to change providers, so we are hotspotting for our launch, which was never going to be ideal, but the internet speed looks like it's going to be fine. So yeah, it's 9:20 and I have like lots of things to do on Shopify from about 9:50 onwards. So I was like, I'm just going to chat to my phone before anybody walks in. I have the camera facing like this as well, because I don't want anyone who comes in to like this little makeshift office to feel like they need to be on the video. But I will record some bits of how it goes. I'm hoping it goes well. I don't know how it's going to go, if I'm honest. I really can't judge this one. I don't know. This is only our second launch, and our last launch was 6 months ago. So we'll see how it goes. A bit nervous. I was pretty much organised and had everything, but then I realised that the actual, like when you click onto the website at 10:30, there's nothing there to be like shop new collection, you know, that like banner that will go across the top of our website. There's nothing there to like say shop new collection, that when you go onto the website it's really easy to find where the new stuff is, even though if you want a product you'll see it anyway. I forgot to do that, so I'm currently just designing the banner just now so that I can upload it in like 20 minutes, or no, maybe an hour. When the 10:31 kicks off I'll upload it onto the website, so it's very much real-time designing here. Let's cross-check the list. Okay, open on my iPad, TikTok. Lauren kindly manages my TikTok. Okay, so in 4 minutes I'm going to activate the products. Okay, so I need to activate the products and do one like full checkout to see can I actually buy something. How do I do it? Okay, here, draft to active, save. So technically I'm not too advanced on Shopify, so I've now made the product active. So you will see it if you go into my website like right now and you scroll down to products, you will see it, you will be able to buy it, but it won't be advertised in your face for you to be able to see it on the website. So if you go looking for it, you'll have early access too, but now for the next time you won't, because I'll have figured it out, but this time you do, but it'll be in your face advertised at 10:30, if that makes sense. So it's active. Okay, next one. Products. There's been 10 people on the website so far this morning. Oh wait, two of them were me. Oops. I feel really ill. Okay, so now I go to rogueclover.com. It says round 2 coming soon, blah blah blah, 10 AM. And if you go into products and you scroll down, you'll see them. First time seeing them live on the website. Should I show you? Excuse all the wires in the mess, we're trying to sort out the Wi-Fi issue. There they are. Okay, so they're actually active, so you can actually buy them early, but anyway, I'd rather them early than this not work and it go late. Okay, moment of truth. I've added them to my basket in the incognito window, so it should allow me to now buy them. Pay now. Hello. What's it doing? Okay, maybe it's just my laptop. Let's go again. Okay, it's loading. Wait. Okay, I did get a notification. There we go. Okay, so it worked. The order's coming through. This happened the last time as well. I was waiting for like the Shopify noise, you know, you hear like the checkout noise on launch day, and the noise just wasn't working, and honestly it ruined my whole experience because I wanted to be able to hear them come in. So I did hear that on my iPad, I just didn't have it turned on my phone, so I have it turned on now and turned up. Okay, that worked. We're good to go. We're good to go. We're T-minus 12 minutes. I'm off to make some toast because I'm starving and I feel sick. How have you placed an order so early? This is good boy. Nice. After 11:20, so I can finally sit down and relax with a cup of tea because the website is up and running, the socials are updated, the ads are going. So now it's time to just calm. And I think I'm going to close off this video here. I should have loads of footage. I've had London, I've had stock arriving, I've had loads of bits and bobs, so it's probably quite a long one compared to my first one. But I'm going to close it off here. Launch days are scary, they don't always go to plan, and if I'm going to be very honest, I thought today would do a little bit better. We are only an hour in, but I did think it would do a little bit better, if I'm just going to be completely honest on here. But that's obviously okay, that's very much part of it. Like, you're never going to, like I said before, these sellout expectations that people have sometimes when they launch business are completely unrealistic, and as long as that's not your goal, those like unrealistic targets aren't your goal, I think you won't be disappointed. Like, I was trying to explain to my friends there, I'm disappointed in a business sense. I'm not disappointed like personally, because we've put so much into this collection. I've put so much into like making them the best they can be. Our shoot day was amazing, our content's amazing. You know, like the girls who do our socials have done a fab job. So I think strategy wise, maybe like I'm a bit disappointed. Maybe we should do something a little bit more just so that it's more visible on launch day, because I feel like there was a lot of people interacting, a lot of people like messaging, liking and sharing stories and things like that, and then I haven't seen that kind of an audience on the website today. So I think I just need to look at it from, I'm disappointed from a business strategy point of view, and that's like completely on me. But I'm not disappointed like personally, because like I wouldn't have changed one single thing about these pieces, because I love them. I'm wearing the pants now, I don't think you can see, but yeah, I'm gonna draw this to a close. I don't know what my next one will be, because like there is more bits coming obviously later in the year, but I don't want to make them all repetitive and make them all the same. But maybe in the next one I will sit down and do a little bit of a debrief from launch, like what we might have learned from this collection, what might help someone else in a similar position, because I used to do this kind of chatting on TikTok, and I'm just not a fan of TikTok anymore. I just think it's kind of like, and I do this myself, it's kind of a place where you have a very limited attention span. It's like I'll flick through something, and if it doesn't grab me in the first like 2 seconds, and if it's not like 10 seconds long, I'm not watching. And I think it's because I sit down to do or watch TikTok at night when I don't really have much brain capacity for anything else. It's like my wind down time, so I don't feel like it's a time where I'm like learning or like growing or like learning from people, because I feel like my brain is turned off at that point. So I kind of have gone to other platforms for things like that, like YouTube being one of them. Like I really like sitting down watching YouTube vlog, because I sit down to watch it when I'm in the mood to like tune into that and tune out of my phone. Or I've started writing stuff on Substack, which is like I don't know really, I don't really know what it is, to be honest, but it's kind of more like founders are like writing about you know, their businesses, or like people in business are about writing about like their careers and things like that, and I find that a little bit more interesting when I'm in the headspace to go learn. So maybe I'll kind of keep this kind of a chat to YouTube, but also kind of keep it fun and lighthearted for people who aren't necessarily wanting to learn about business or learn about the behind the scenes, because I think the whole behind the scenes thing is really saturated as well at the minute, which is great. Like I love to see behind the scenes, but I feel like there's a new, I feel like there needs to be like a new approach, like people want to see other things from a business. I just haven't quite grasped what that is yet, like what people want to see, what do you want insight on, what do you want it to look like, do you want, I feel like brands need to become more like interactive, like not from like I'll show you what I'm doing, but like let me get you involved. Like if I'm making something, if I'm making a product for you, then let me get you involved. I think that's my next approach to how I'd like the brand to be and how I'd like it to feel, because I don't know, I just feel like, you can let me know, but I feel like the behind the scenes is a little bit saturated. Everybody's showing behind the scenes, and like let's face it, like everyone's story is different, everyone's why is different, everyone's business is different, and I love seeing behind the scenes, but I feel like we're trying too hard to show behind the scenes. I don't know, I don't really know what I'm saying, but I'm going to draw this video to a close. Thank you so much if you got this far. Thank you so much if you got this far, and I'll see you in the next one.